Okay, welcome everybody to your coverage of the UK Dota Winterval tournament. We're here in the round of 16, and the first game that we're going to be featuring in today's tournament is Team eNigma versus Team DENCH. Team eNigma were actually PPD in the last tournament, so they're the guys that ended up winning the thing. So I'm looking forward to a good game. I am actually joined with a co-caster who's kind of going to be co-casting, but at the same time is a little bit busy running the tournament. I'm here with Will. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm very well, mate. Just making sure everyone's getting their game started at the moment.
Yeah, that's cool. So we're just waiting for Fang to load into the game, and we're going to get going with the draft. Even though I already have the draft overlay on. Because why not? First game of the day. It's going to be some errors.
Long day.
It's been a long day. I've been up since crack of dawn. But it's okay. I'm sitting there with my Budweiser. I'm looking forward to some good games of Dota. So, here we go with the draft. Right, so eNigma are on Radiant. But it seems like the Dire are actually getting first pick in this one. And they're going to be banning Magnus straight off. That's really no surprise. His popularity at the moment is through the roof. His control with reverse polarity as well as the positioning from Skewer. He's just such a strong pick. And it's followed up by Bounty Hunter from Team eNigma. They don't want to get that track gold going. And finally Undying for Team DENCH. And that's our first bands over. And I'm sorry if I seem a little off to begin with. I'm so exhausted today. But it should be good. Looking forward to these games. So yeah, Undying's going to be the final ban for DENCH in the first stage. Just too strong in those tri-lanes, and he can really be put anywhere, and doesn't need that much farm, and he can start pushing and controlling team fights too well. Especially if the supports can't destroy those tombstones.
I'll just interrupt you, mate. You've got your overlay on, I believe.
I got my overlay wrong. Let me just check. Nope, 2 minute delay on stream.
Right. Taught me.
I think we're going to ban Batrider, finally. That's a hero that can pretty much win mid lane, regardless of who he's against. And it's going to open up Darks here for DENCH for their first pick. So they've got all the control with the vacuum as well as the wall in the team fights. Not to mention his excellent laning stage, even as that solo off lane. Jakiro's going to be picked up by Team eNigma. Quite a popular support pick at the moment. The damage has been nerfed in the most recent patch for the Ice Path, sorry, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. You don't really level up Ice Path for the actual damage, just for the stun. And then we go into their final pick. Sorry, not their final pick, their second pick. Oh, I'm all over the place today.
Right, I'm back in the room. I think everyone's playing now.
Should be. Quite excited to get this tournament underway. It's the biggest one we've done so far, isn't it?
Indeed. Got a lot of Nepalese and various other people who I've never heard of before. We've all found out about it. So 16 teams, good.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that have just came out of the blue and suddenly started playing with us. But yep, so TA is going to be picked up as a second pick for eNigma. What do you think of TA at the moment, Will? Because Refraction has had a big mana cost change.
I just watched the Asia this weekend and wasn't picked. Only banned by LGD. Wasn't picked at all.
Most likely still going to be strong. It's a series of TA nerfs that have been hitting her. First the slow duration on the traps, and now finally the refraction mana cost. But DENCH are going to follow that up with a Rubik and a Queen of Pain. Probably going to be a Queen of Pain mid against Templar Assassin. And I think we're going to pick up Sven. So that's the first 3 picks of both team going. And who do you think's got the stronger draft at the moment?
I think eNigma they're about a week behind. Take a week away, and you're bang on the money.
Yep, picked 3 very nerfed heroes, but still Sven's still powerful. He's lost.
Yep.
What is he? He's lost 1 second of Warcry and a bit of cleave damage, right?
Yeah, people have been running him as like a secondary carry now. Using him as he was used in Han as the 4 for initiation. But he's fallen out of popularity after that week around Dreamhack.
Disruptor and Windrunner have been banned by DENCH. It's not really surprising, those bans, as well as Faceless Void for eNigma. Where is Void? Why has Void come back recently? I mean, Void has been picked up the last month, and he's everywhere.
It's the card of Sven. Pretty much any other carry. Drop Chronosphere, kill hero, and then you don't have to worry about him cleaving your entire team.
The question would be if we would be able to get that level of farm to do that, but Especially with Warcry, but as long as he'd got the Chrono off, it'd be alright. But anyway, he's been banned, so he's out the pool.
You'll see that the Batrider ban, Nyx ban, Void ban, all anti-Sven. They're running Sven as the hard carry, so hopefully DENCH will see this and take that knowledge and know how they're going to be laning.
Yeah. Well, I've got the Darks here, who's such a good counter for Sven as well.
Best hero in the game.
Easily the best hero of the game. His utility that he provides is absolutely ridiculous, and his ability to go either jungle or any lane, really.
Yep, and win the lanes as well.
Yep, win them 1v3.
Yeah.
An insane hero.
Riot, please nerf.
Riot, please nerf. Game broken. And all of a sudden, I have a cat that's just came and joined me.
Co-catster.
Co-catster. Mm. So then we're waiting for DENCH's final ban. Can't see who they're going to be banning here. Suppose they could ban eNigma from eNigma.
Offlane. Will be.
They've already banned the Windrunner for the offlane. And obviously Gondar's gone, as does Darkseer.
And Batrider. Yeah.
There's not many offlaners actually left in the pool. Could still have a broom over.
Yeah, that's a good bait. Good ban. I like that.
Coddle ban. Very strong with the stuns from Sven and Jakiro. If they ran that in the tri lane, it could definitely be devastating. It's a very good ban by DENCH.
It's quite common practice at the moment. Put Cottle off to the side, shooting, illuminate, and giving Sven infinite mana. Not fun to lane against, that's all.
Just nobody can stand up against that. If it's a Queen of Pain or a Darkseer, neither of them would be able to survive. Gyro ban. It's quite an interesting one. I suppose DENCH is still looking for their hard carry, but Gyro wouldn't be the first pick in my opinion. They have also banned out, of course, Void as well as Nyx, so the options for DENCH's carry are really starting to run out now.
I am Shadow Shaman.
So that's most likely going to be a combination for Rubik and Shadow Shaman as the supports. Running it in a tri lane with somebody.
I think Queen of Pain's the carry.
It could well be.
I mean, if you saw Navi play this weekend, Dendi completely decimated Empire with his quad. It's ridiculous. Steven 11, right there. That guy will pick eNigma every game.
Does Steven play him off lane or jungle?
No, he jungles him.
Right. So we're also looking for an off laner for eNigma now. DENCH, either a mid laner or a hard carry. Whether they run that Quap or not as hard carry, it's still to be seen. We're going to find out soon. But there's not many options left for carries. I mean, they could go with the anti-mage and just make sure he farms, but running the Shadow Shaman and the Rubik suggests that they want to kill people.
Pick Spectre. Spectre, come on, pick Spectre.
Spectre's got a new weapon. It's too good now.
Reserve time.
Oh, I like it.
Radiant team.
Some of jewels.
Yeah, that is interesting. Going to be very interesting to see how these lanes actually hatch out, to be honest. I mean, I think we've gone for quite the predictable lanes.
Well, DENCH are fearing the Sven. But they have nothing to go through the BKB on eNigma. If he gets his ult off, it's really, really going to hurt them. I would have picked a Bane instead of a Shadow Shaman.
Or even got a Beastmaster for that off lane. Using
Oh, they've got Darkseer already, so
oh yeah, of course.
you'd probably see looking at this.
But they could have ran Darkseer in the woods if they had it done.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, we are just waiting for eNigma's last pick. Sorry, it's going to be their offlaner most likely, unless they do run eNigma there. Which
No,
is
it's definitely going to be their offlane. We're going to do 2 on bottom, eNigma in woods and TA mid. Who are they going to pick? I'm trying to remember who they picked versus us. They're going to pick Brood. Could be good for them.
yeah. Although if Brew comes up against the Queen of Pain, it's not going to be the easy. Well, sorry, a Darkseer. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world for him. And we'll see as we wait for their last pickup now.
Thinking. Steven's thinking. He's thinking time. There's no tactics here. This is just, what do we put off lane?
Yeah, and I'm guessing Fang is actually standing for them, right?
Yeah, player. They should Go Shark's not here. He plays in mid actually.
10 seconds.
Mirana.
Mirana.
Yeah, so
Okay, so I'm going to wait for everyone to pick the heroes and then we'll get ourselves going. But yeah, interesting lineups. Like, it's been a while since I've seen a Mirana or a Viper in any captain's mode.
well, the Viper's quite clever actually because his ult goes through BKB, so it's like having Shadow Demon on your team to deal with Sven.
As well as the corrosive skin as well to deal with Sven. Drop that attack speed, drop that movement speed.
I mean, I think we maxed Viper Strike, his ult, 80% attack speed slower, and then poison attacks 40%. The Sven is just not going to hit anything. So.
Viper can get an Aghanims up as well. It's going to be impossible for Sven to do anything this game. It's a very clever pickup. And when
it all comes down to Stephen Levin. He gets a BKB in a blink, he's going to cause them so many problems. No counters to BKB. Not a single one.
So the question is, can DENCH actually manage to stop that Enigma before he gets too big in the woods?
Oh, they're early's good. But the Mirana pickups are early for Enigma. Massive.
So I'm going to run through the picks real quick. So on Team Enigma, we are running Dreadnought on the Jakiro. Stephen 11's going to be playing the Enigma. Antab's going to be playing at Mirana off lane. Payne's going to be playing the Temper Assassin mid. And standing Fang is going to be playing Sven as their hard carry. Do you want to run over Dench's lineup?
Yeah, sure. Got Hads on Viper, Farah on Rubik's, Satire on Darkseer, Jeffro on Queen of Pain, and Doki on Shadow Shaman. I can tell you the lanes as well now.
Yeah, how are the Dog going to run this?
Well, Pain normally plays carry, so Pain's going to be mid. Fang Fong obviously is playing. Obviously only plays carry, so he's playing down there. Antop's going to be off lane. Hads plays mid, so you're going to see Viper on mid. I'm pretty certain.
So it'll be a Viper
Obviously,
Viper versus a Templar Assassin, which that poison attack is going to eat for refraction, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Your minimum damage is, I think, 8 or something, so every poison attack is going to take off 2 refraction charges.
And that's going to give that Templar Assassin a hard time.
It's a massive nerf. She's only got 260 mana.
Yeah, it's huge.
So she can get 2 refractions off. I mean, look at this lineup. They could have gone either way. If they'd put OD mid here and Crush.
Alright.
Oh, OD
free
would
of
destroy
OD.
Templar Assassin.
It's not fun. You can't even cast refraction on mid. No.
Also, especially for this tournament time, I'm going to be running a Bastion and Enter pack, because why not? Because it's absolutely amazing.
I'm going to turn this on. Hans's got it as well.
It's a quality pack.
Dean's got the Death Prophet one. I had enough of that from Dire Time.
Yeah,
Hads on short. I was wrong.
Alright, so is that going to be a solo Viper most likely?
Probably not.
Well, with Darkseer running along with the... No, I think I'll rotate the Rubik and the Shadow Shaman up.
Yeah, they're going to camp Lanaya. That's guaranteed, but I don't think they're going to leave Viper solo. Because, I don't know, he's just had his strength buffed. And he's ridiculous in the 1v1 lane, but one person comes out and casts one spell on Mirana after she leaves, she's dead.
30 seconds to showtime.
But we do see DENCH coming down to the bottom lane toward that pole camp. And, Enigma, they're just being careful. They're going to sit that tier 2 tower and wait. And it looks like DENCH want to possibly get a gank.
Apparently your overlay's playing up, mate.
My overlay's playing up? Oh.
You still got the pick overlay on.
My bad.
The people shouting at me.
It's been a while since I've casted any games. I'm incredibly sorry for that one. Just going to get back into it. But yeah, they're roaming in the woods here to block the other camp as well with the wards.
I like this. That's clever from them. I don't know. I don't think they've ever played them. But,
this one.
I know they will have played them once or twice. I think Kantan was telling me, but they should know that all through this game they're gonna have so many problems versus Stevens and Enigma.
And there's another ward. Enigma has got nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Dench on serious business.
Oh, but Sado might find himself in a bit of trouble here. He's going to walk into Jakiro, who has got Ice Bath level 1, and Sado doesn't actually have his Surge. He's got his Iron Shell, but he's just going to turn it on and walk away. Meanwhile, Enigma has actually got his own Sentry Wards down and wants to get rid of that small camp ward, so he can get himself a bit of farm in about 20 seconds. Now in the top lane, it is at the moment a solo Viper versus Mirana. But the rotation is coming up now from Farah as well as Doki.
Going to be doing the double pulse, easy camps and things. They're going to completely crush Mirana's XP.
And Steven is on it with these sentry wards, clearing out 2 wards already. Making sure he gets that freedom.
I like the one by the step. That's a good ward. No one D wards there. Most I don't know if can you see these if I do that in the river.
No, I don't see anything. Can you see these?
Bottom
ones
room?
I'm drawing?
Where are you drawing?
I drew a. Okay, we can't see each other's drawings.
Okay, why can't we see each other in the same broadcast channel?
That's
People
strange.
place the red wall in the river between the 2 ramps, so they won't catch that ward. It'll be there for the full 6 minutes.
But we do see Quap putting out early Shadow Strike down on top of Templar Assassin. And that's a level 2 refraction, but 100 mana per charge. It's already struggling with the mana pool. Already halfway through after probably 2 casts of it.
I think the massive deal is how quickly he gets his and whether he ferries.
There
His
is
bottles
the
in
bar.
it.
And the farming's going well as well for Pain here. It's going to be so confusing saying Pain, who's playing Templar Assassin, versus Queen of Pain. But he's putting some heavy right clicks onto the Queen of Pain there. Jeffro having to back off a little bit. And Marana now. She's just started stacking these Ancients, wants to get that farm going up for Sven. Or maybe she's just farming it for herself even. Just pulling
No,
them
it's
constantly.
definitely for Spain. This is what eNigma do when they don't get anything in their offlane. They stack, even if they haven't got a hero to farm it. They did that versus us. The Windrunner started stacking Ancients. They have a single hero that can do Ancients. It's brilliant.
Yeah, but she can't get Antab can't get any farm in this top lane. If he comes out of position even once, then Doki and Farah are just going to start picking him up with the telekinesis.
Close, but not
Meanwhile, in mid lane, Pain on the Templar Assassin did have an Invis rune. Managed to get the Quap low enough, but now she's got her bottle up, and she's also holding some sentry wards. Interesting enough, trying to find out when the when Pain goes invisible with the
They
Mel.
need to gang him. He's crushing him.
Yeah,
Need to gang him now.
it's very much controlling this lane. Double the farm at the moment of Queen of Pains.
Darks is not getting enough XP.
Now it's only level 1. I mean, Jakiro's doing well to zone him out at the moment.
I wouldn't even fear that lane. If Mini gets level 2, they've got 3 seconds of stun,
Yep.
but
now,
only...
there he has Surge.
Yeah, and he's only going to get hit 2 or 3 times after he gets stunned. And he's got it now. So, I just tank up. No fear.
Once again, Marana just stacking those Ancients. Only got 2 stacks at the moment. There's really nothing she can do in top lane. She's trying to get as much XP as possible here. And she might even search for an arrow onto the onto Jeffro's Quap here. Let's see what they can do. At the moment, not a lot. Bottom lane, not Darkseid starting. Still actually not getting some experience. He's trying his hardest, but he's on 1 experience point in level 2. And Jakiro, every time he comes near, he just gets a Jewel Breath to the face. Right click down, and he has to leave.
He needs to get the timing right with the crit wave and not be so scared of them. I mean, if he just puts the Iron Shell on himself or the crit wave and Dread Knight tries to pull all those little harassment attacks off on him, he's just going to end up tanking all of his regen. But you look, they've got a salve and a set of tangos. You give them another minute of proper Iron Shelling, they're not going to have any regen left on, and then he just basically won it unless they have to ferry out.
Yep.
Dark Season.
And Jeffro did manage to get himself a regeneration rune, so he's having a bit of an easy time against the Templar Assassin there. He's down to 1 bottle charge. He does have that sentry ward down as well of his own, so he's going to look to be aggressive once he's level 6. I don't think TA can actually stand up with that sentry ward there. And I missed that first blood, I wasn't even watching bottom lane. But Steven comes down bottom, he's level 4, got 2 levels in that Malefice stun, and that's an easy first blood on the Darks here. 3 stuns, not really a lot they can do about it. Well, 4 stuns if you care the 2 from eNigma. But top lane now has his Viper. It's getting so much free farm. Highest last hits
They
at the
should
moment.
be letting him get solo XP.
Well, Shadow
got 2
Shaman's
people
just got
each.
free.
And you see these 2 here, Doki and Farah, could both they get mid. You've won 2 lanes.
Yeah, they could easily be going campaign right now. And if he
They've
gets got
got the
Antab
setup right as well.
babysitting,
So there's no sight. They've got the revs there. You go there.
and
2
in fact,
CCs.
as you say, the smoke has been popped. Farah as well as Doki are on the way to the mid lane now, and they're going to go straight after the Templar Assassin. But Marana actually reveals Farah off, standing there doing the Ancients, and Mirana's
Didn't see it.
basically acting as a ward
Didn't
right
see
now.
it.
But
I've
he
seen
does
him now.
Just as it hits night time as well. So Bane, he's going to go aggressive. Jeffro popping the Shadow Strike. Telekinesis is going to pull him up. Sentry Ward goes down as well. Jeffro's going to keep right clicking. Screaming Pain doesn't go through the refraction now. And the arrow actually hits Doki here. And Stevens rotated in on eNigma. Doki's in a lot of trouble. And that's going to be the death of him. Free kill for the Temple Assassin. There was nowhere for him to go. He got trapped. But we do see TP support coming in from Dread Knight. It's going to throw an ice path, but nothing's going to be done about it. So the rotation came in from DENCH and ended up losing one person.
It's the angle they come in at. I mean, they've gone straight down the river. They know Mirana's not in lane, so where's she going to be? She's not going to be jungling. You can see that on the XP. If they'd have just gone past and down the hill above Direside Middle, and just walk up and just shackle from the fog.
Yeah, it would have been quite easy for them to get a kill off there. But they messed around a little too much. And now Farah is getting his leeches of experience from Jeffro. And TA, full level ahead now. More than a full level ahead. And Antab, now that they know that the Shadow Shaman as well as the Rubik have rotated, he's gone back top lane to get some experience, but this Viper's level 6.
Just have another look at your overlay.
My overlay should be fine. Looks it anyway. Just check real quick. No, my overlay should be fine right about now.
Good. Alright, it's the delay on it. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a message, and then 5 minutes later I got another message, so like,
It's a delay on their end as well. But yeah, this mid lane is going really well for Templar Assassin. They're sitting with a kill on his hand. He just have those phase boots. The Quap's starting to hit hard with the Scream of Pains.
Can you see Quap skill build?
Yeah. Interesting that he's got an extra point in Blink rather than getting a point in his ultimate.
Question mark?
It is questionable, but I think it's more of a case that he doesn't have the mana for it at the moment. I'm not sure. Bottom lane, Steven's coming for another gank. Ice Path goes perfectly in, and a free kill for Sven there.
Death comes to all.
And Quap's
He
camping.
needs to bring some water down.
Yeah. Quap's camping his bottom room, but not going to get it. It's actually going to be a DD top. And if Pain gets his hand on this one, this should be a nice, easy kill. Quap's low on mana. Does have those mana boots. But yeah,
I think we're
Pain's
seeing
going to
a
mid
bit
lane.
I think we're seeing a bit of jitters coming out from DENCH. Not many people get live shoutcast.
Yeah, they are coming up
They got
against
the
the reigning
ideas right,
champions as well.
Yeah, I think I got the idea right. They're fundamental misplays.
Yeah, the draft was nice, but so far the execution not so much.
Yeah, that is level 7. No ult on Queen of Pain. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, Jeffro, but I'm not.
4 levels in that Scream. If Refraction is up, there's nothing he can do to pop that as well. Maybe think a second level in Shadow Strike would have been worthwhile. But Viper's getting some nice farm now. Let's have that Ring of a Quitter and 1,000 gold sitting up as well as Power Treads, so he's doing very well for farm. And Sven also got those Power Treads going. Is there anything on the courier? Oh, there's a lot on the courier. Okay. Drums also finished for Sven now, it seems. And Jeffro's bottle crowing. He's really struggling against this Templar Assassin. Pain is completely controlled in this lane. And he's 16 farm ahead. And now Dark's here. Sado is fed up with dying in that bottom lane, so he's just rotated to the jungle. He's level 5 now, so he's going to have an absolutely simple time jungling up here. And he does have that soul ring. Arrow, going in mid lane. It's very close to hitting Jeffro there.
And top skill shot.
Bit of wishful thinking coming out from him there. But if that would have hit, the double damage rune is there for Pain, sorry. So he should have been able to get a free kill. And once again, we see the rotation coming. Doki as well as Farah. They're up on the high ground now.
Oh, they got the Sonic Trap. I should know about this.
Yeah, they did walk over that. But maybe they're looking for the Mirana. They're both going round separately. They see the Ancients are moving.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
But there's no one watching it, but Mirana's actually walking up to defend it, so... Bit of wasted time coming from Farah and Doki. In fact, they might actually come round behind the tower. They're very much looking for this gank. Meanwhile, Stevens returned to bottom lane. Looks like they're going to start pushing with those Eidolons.
Double damage.
And TA gets another rune. And Tab. He's going to be in trouble now. Doesn't have leap available for 8 seconds, and this will probably be the death of him.
Radiant's top tower.
Viper ulti goes off, and yeah, that's a free kill right there.
That's really well CC'd.
Got the chain off perfectly, and then they should be able to push this lane. It's already down to half health, and the tower should fall soon.
We should take them back. Viper's passive works on building.
Yep.
It's only doing
Dire's bottom tower.
half the damage, but if the building
Radiant's top
gets low
tower
enough, then he puts out a ton of damage. Good for pushing.
Yep, he does
Yeah,
have 4 levels
fast,
in Nevertoxin
Guess
as
what's
well.
happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
doing fast ags as well.
Structures must have been Dyer's
But they did pop the God Strength in bottom lane, and Fang gets a tower kill. So the early pushing begins, and looks like they're going to go for the trade. Tier 1 tower in top lane for the Radiant should fall soon.
Hits.
I think they pushed
The
it too as
Dyer
well.
best do something about that bottom tower.
I like this
Then
Bastion
Dyer
announcer.
will
This is awesome.
off his tails for now.
But they are pushing for the tier
Radiant's
2.
top tower's in bad
Fortify goes
shape.
off.
The Radiant
God
lost
Strength's
the
no longer
top
there,
tower.
and Sado is coming down to the bottom lane. He wants to defend this one. And Jeffro, in the meantime, he's finally got a level in his ultimate, but Temper Assassin only
Dyer's
70
just
gold
couldn't
now
save that bottom
off
tower.
off his Blink Dagger. So he's going to be happy to get that, but there goes the tier 2 tower, so the trade is not really worth it in the end. DENCH do manage to pick up a kill as well as a tower, but that's 2 towers in bottom lane. And that's the pair of Stevens and eNigma. He's also getting a nice bit of farm on him. He has his treads and his soul ring. He's only about 1,000 gold now off his Blink Dagger.
Dagger on TA. Quite got a roll yet? Yes, finally.
So we should see TA starting to run around the map a little bit. Arrow flies, but nowhere near Jeffro this time. And the support Mirana's not really working out for them at the moment, but she did manage to farm up a Ring of Aquila, which I know isn't a very expensive item, but it does help her in the long run for that mana regen. But still, TA is fully controlling this lane. 20 last hits ahead of Jeffro now.
They got the utility from Mirana's ult. It's like free smoke all game. It's really helpful.
It got buffed as well recently, didn't it? I believe its duration's gone up.
It wasn't duration got buffed, it was the mana cost. He used to cost an arm and a leg, so he didn't put anything into it. There's no point because it's a really situational ult, and it cost an arm and a leg of mana on a hero that's supposed to be carried. Or
Yeah.
semi-carried.
Only
Now it's
75 mana on it
75.
now. I think the duration did go up as well. It's 15-second duration now. I don't remember it being that long.
I think it's always been all on. I think.
I'll have to check it
Okay,
out
yeah.
later. But as far as farm goes right now, the hard carry in the form of Viper is definitely leading the way. Got that point booster, so he's rushing the Aghanim Scepter. And Sven is going for the BKB straight away as well. And he's actually quite close to that. About 1,600 gold on him. He'll have that finish, sorry, 1,500 gold even. But there Faris here finally hits that level 6 on Rubik. And Quap managed to get himself a DD rune. Arrow. It's not going to hit target again. He's very hopeful with it. Sorry about that.
What's happened?
What did I miss? Pushing middle tower.
Last
No.
much longer.
Yeah, they're
Arrow. Oh, nearly hits on Jeffro that time, but that'll be a free tower pick up for Pain. And he has his Blink Dagger, so we could start chasing on this. Ice Path just missing on Sadar there, and Farah actually TPs into mid lane. Does have level 6, so he might want to try and steal a skill soon. I think he'd love to get
400
Ice
from-
Path.
400 from Meccan on eNigma.
So he's going for the Mechanism Rush. It's a good choice. Means they'll be able to push even better. They're going to start going for that top lane soon, and I think Hads really needs ganking right now, but it's so hard to kill a Viper. I mean, when he gets low, he's just going to turn around and try and kill someone himself. There is actually a Dire Sentry Ward watching Pain going invisible here. But he's going to still look. He wants to try and find Farah, and if Farah's not careful, he's going to get found. In fact, he turns around and goes for Jeffro. The question is, can Pain kill the Queen of Pain? Has to be instant with this one.
Now, what you need to see is Jeffro needs to scream before he blinks, so that TA can't blink straight after him after the meld strike.
It's going to be Farah. Gets a melt to the face, refraction on top, 3 hits, and that's the death of Rubik. Queen of Pain's going to try and follow up, but the TA's hitting so hard. That's a nice sheep coming out from Doki here, but now he's got to run. His TA's going to start roaming the map.
So well played. Disjointed the ult from Viper. Big
Yeah.
play.
The Sentry Ward does go down now. And Pain, he should be taken down by the Viper here. Ice Path manages to hit by Jared Knight. TA's finding himself in a little bit of trouble, but so is Viper. He's getting hit hard, and Sadaya, he might go down off the side. Magic One charge
Well
keeps him
played.
up. But Viper has managed to get a pick up off TA now. And Sadaya, he should go down.
He's going to ult them.
And Fire Action manages to steal Malefice, and Enigma's so low, but the Mirana ult to keeping him alive. And now he's stalking Jeffro. If Jeffro just screams, Enigma's dead right now. What is Steven doing there? He's trying to get the kill. It's going to be a trade.
No.
That was well played by Steven, but so risky. But it ends up being a 3-for-1 trade, 3-for-2 trade, sorry.
Ags on Viper.
The
axe is now finished.
Mine their top tower.
Wow. That's a very early axe for Hads. So they're going to be able to push so well now as well. And having that ultimate, what's the cooldown on it with bags?
12 seconds.
You know the drill.
It's crazy.
900 cast range.
12 seconds without ultimate. Like, he's going to be spamming that shit every fight. Man's probably going to get 2 or 3 off. Now, Templar Assassin looks like he's going to be going for the BKB build. Also farming quite well, but how's Sven doing now? He's been left alone for a little while. His BKB is pretty much complete. He's 400 gold off that, 300 even. And he'll be ready to join in the fights. He's got his drums as well on top of it.
They can just go and do all the ancient stacks as well.
Now Jeffro is pretty raw on a quap. I'm not sure what he's saving up for at the moment. He might be just going for the Axe Rush. Possibly even a sheep to deal with the Templar Assassin. Let's have a look at the scores for the heroes. It's actually 3-0 on Hads now. And Viper is leading the way for that one.
He's leading the way on CS as well.
Yep. Now we're looking for gold and XP. It's actually 5,000 going away of eNigma right now in gold. XP not much different, 2,500. So eNigma definitely leading the way at the moment. I just said he might just be a little bit of cold feet going for DENCH right now. Against the reigning champions and being casted right now. It's a lot of pressure for a team.
First game of the day as well for most people.
Yep. A lot of people won't have had time to practice today.
They need to get some items on the support. We're both running around with sub 300 gold and red boot. It's going to be fodder for TM.
Yep. Steven now has his mechanism finished. So there's a lot of control coming out for eNigma in the fights. But still haven't seen a black hole coming from Steven yet. I'm wondering if he's going to PGG it.
He won't.
Steven just sees some nice black holes off.
I know, first hand.
Yeah, I saw them last tournament. And Tab might be in a bit of trouble here. He does have Leap available, I believe. Yep.
10 seconds till his ult. No red.
But Dogs here as well. Squat, do they have the damage to bring him down? Yeah, they will. This is an easy kill. Arrow's going to hit on Jeffro. That's a kill. And Farah manages to come in for get the XP as well.
Oh, he's got side traps. That's really cool.
Ah.
If you're running around play
as well. DENCH have warded the ancient stacks of Svenkong any farm. It's about to run out though, and it's only at 3 stacks at the moment. I believe that it's actually capped at 4 stacks now, isn't it?
No, I mean you can stack it infinitely, but after so many, they don't get out of the camp quick enough.
Didn't it get patched recently? I'm sure the patched ancient stacking.
No, they changed AI in pulling, so that you can't pull some camps as easily with certain heroes.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, it comes down to the heroes. I think, unlike Hon and Dower, you've got infinite stacks on any camp, but after a while they block each other, so you can't stack any more than that. And I think because they're all ancient granite golems, that they stack reasonably well.
We do see Doku with an invis in here, but he's got to be careful. There's all 5 heroes nearby this mid lane. He can very easily get caught if he shows himself too soon. Arrows fly in. Very nearly hit Hads, but he actually hit the creep instead. Now Doku's up there, back on the high ground. He's ready to initiate, but if he does, he might get his face blown off by Pain. But Sado is now in the bottom lane, so this could turn into a 4v5 fight. Jeffro's in the woods as well. He's trying to get as much farm as possible. Sitting on 2,600 gold, so he might be going for a sheep stick.
I don't like this. He's farming the woods when top lane's got double creep moves.
Yeah, that
He's
is
got
a
2
nice
B.
push.
They're doing the H. He's thought about it. He's not doing them anymore. No.
Yep, got strength pop for this one. The BKB is actually done on Sven as well. So we might be looking for that Mask of Madness or the Chrysalis soon.
Want to mine their top tower.
That's some nice farm for him, and he's level 11 now. Viper's in the way at 12.
Towers getting beat down.
And this is a huge push still in the top lane. And if they're not careful, this might get taken down by the catapult minion. It's in deny range. And there's going to be TP coming off from Queen of Pain. So she's going to get a deny off here. Going to get some nice farm.
Dire's top tower's been disowned.
I do love this Anenta pack. But Jeffro is now ready to rotate to middle lane. Just
Just got to do some bracket thing. I'll be with you in a minute.
Sure, man. So Farah's actually managed to steal Arrow, and he's ready to have a nice bit of initiation as well as Doki on the Shadow Shaman. Darkseer has a haste route as well. But they want to be cautious of fighting under the tier 1 tower. They're not ahead at this point. Farah's arrow actually misses. And Pain's Refraction gets melted by the Viper Strike. Or Poison Attack even. Sorry, Viper Strike is the ultimate. But she does have Ag, so it wouldn't surprise me if he spammed that off. He does have a Yasha release slash as well now. Arrow hits on Doki. The Macropie goes down a little too early and a little too far away from the fight. And Pain is actually getting melted by Sadai here. That will be his death. We do see the Sonic Wave coming off by Quap, but he should die at the end. And eNigma does actually get the Black Hole off, but it's interrupted immediately by the lift of Rubik. And it was stolen! Oh, Farah with the steal! Manages to pick up the Temper Assassin with that one. And then the Mirana roll's gone down. But Steven, he has been hit by Viper Strike, and that will be the death of him. Triple kill coming out from Hads now. And he's still going to chase this one. Dread Knight has absolutely no mana, and this should be an ultra kill coming out now. The Stun is going to come out from Sven, I believe. Now he actually pops the the God Strength. And he will manage to stop the rampage. And Sven should be able to clean up now. But he's going to back off.
I wanted him to get that rampage.
Good choice to pop a God Strength rather than the stun though. Didn't expect him to do that much damage, and that's the power of Sven. Level 2 God Strength as well as having the BKB and drums. Use both of them in the fight. But overall, it was a good fight coming out from DENCH. The Black Hole got immediately interrupted and stolen. And that was a fantastic play coming out from Farah. Huge steal. Manages to use it to pick off Templar Assassin as well. Now he does look like Jeffro's going to be going for that Cypher Vice. He's got Ultimate Orb as well as 2200 gold saved up. So he's going to get that Mystic Staff as soon as possible. Finish the Scythe off. And now if we look at the gold graph after that fight, it has actually dipped a little bit. It's about 3,000 in the way of eNigma at this point, but the XP is very nearly even again. It's a huge fight for DENCH. Managed to get the middle tower as well in the whole fight. An ultra kill coming out from Viper. What's he got now? He's got his Yasha complete, which he had before the fight, and 1,600 gold saved up, so he's a very happy Viper at this point. Yo, Antab's on the phone. Good man. Tell him you're going to play Dota.
DENCH. As a tournament update, H2O beat Optimistic and Intsmix beat Stegard.
Those are 4 teams I have not heard of. We'll just check the brackets. If you guys want to check out all the brackets and everything else, by the way, you can do so just by going to ukdota.net. Everything is available on the front page of the website at the moment. So just click on the little tabs. You can see the brackets for the tournament. You can find my stream as well, although I don't know why you'd want to because you're already watching it. Yeah, and all the news is up there. But at the moment, it's
66 viewers, mate.
Not bad. I did expect a few more this tournament as well, because the last, obviously we got double participants in this tournament, so I expected a few more. And big shout out to all you guys that are watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're ready for a nice evening of Dota. I sure as I am. Hell am. Ugh. You say there's a lot of pressure on the players getting this casted. What about the casters' pressure?
We've got beer. They can't drink and play at the same time, mate. We just have to move a mouse and talk.
Precisely. I'm enjoying my ice cold Budweisers. They're quite nice.
The question is now is whether Hads is going to snowball.
Yeah, that was a big fight for him. He did so much damage in that duration. He's now 7-1 on Viper.
Sven going AC first? What? Don't like that.
Could be a casual Hyperstone.
Could be a casual Hyperstone or a Maelstrom.
He does have 1,600 and he hasn't bought the plate mail, so it could be.
We'll see.
Maelstrom's another option, of course.
Maelstrom, Sven.
Well,
Run and attack really quick.
You run and attack really quick. You get that chain lightning off as well, along with the cleave and the god strength. So it's a lot of damage that he could bring out with a Maelstrom. Sorry,
1,300 gold eNigma as BKB. Mirana sitting on a K. Yeah, nothing else coming out on her team.
Yeah.
It was a really, really good fight for DENCH. Really good. Tier 1. How many people died?
They got 4 people. The Viper killed 4.
Had to 4 of them, yeah.
Sven obviously the only one to survive, and I think Viper and Sadaya fell? I don't think Doki, Farah and Hads fell, didn't he? Of course.
You can look. Oh, they haven't dipped that much from the gold. To about 1,500 gold loss from the lead, but the experience graph, you just look at that, how much that's barreled back.
Yeah, the experience graph, it's pretty much even now. That was a big fight for them. If you have a look at the hero levels real quick, lowest on the map is currently Jakiro, and now we're ahead. So yeah, the supports are finally getting those levels though. Rubik was level 6 2 minutes ago, and now he's level 9. Big fight for him.
A massive black hole. Absolutely
Yeah,
massive.
huge steal by Farry. Managed to get level 2 black hole. Killed the
There's
TA.
instantly cancelled black hole from eNigma as well. Just boom, gone.
Yeah, it was a huge individual play by Farry then. Managed to get the lift and the immediate steal. There was nothing else he could do about it. Black hole stolen, fight was turned. TA got melted. Absolutely destroyed, and there was nothing you could do about it. But how do you think this game's going to go now? Like, Viper's getting the level of farm he needs, as well as the levels. But so is Sven. Like, it's a question of who can kill who. Can Sven kill Viper, or can Viper kill Sven? It's going to be interesting.
It comes down to Sven and eNigma's black holes. The Viper's already where he should be. Quap's got some catching up to do to go for a heck. Darksy's got his mech now, which is nice. Needs to get a pipe out properly. There's not that much magical damage to worry about. It just comes down to the plays, really. Massively down to the play.
Yeah, it's a shame how shut down the Darkseer actually got in that bottom lane. Just the Jakiro keeping him at bay, and he was too scared of Sven as well.
Far too passive in the early levels. Far too aggressive in the later levels. And he took, the minute his lane started going badly, it took forever to go in the jungle.
Right, looks like we're going to get ourselves underway. Pause is finally over.
Alright, carry
But
on.
yeah, it's a question of carries at this point. Who's going to snowball ahead of who? Sorry, that's my IRC bleeping at me. I need to turn short IRC off when I'm casting. It's too loud.
You don't need to be on IC if you don't want to. On the.
Nah, I'm just going to mute it in a bit. Arrow. Very nearly hit Jeffro, that one. That was close.
It's a bit of a guesswork there, because I mean, what's he going to do? He shoots an arrow, but there's no follow-up. Are you going to go on a not dark, so Queen of Pain, Ruby?
Also, I just noticed in mid lane on the dire high ground, there's 2 traps there. One of them doesn't belong to TA.
One of them, yeah.
Just right on top
It's the
of each
brilliant
other.
thing. If you are Rubik and you die, yeah, or you have traps, you can place the traps. They'll be there for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you can still set them off whenever you want.
They just sit there forever. So it's like having an extra, or whatever level traps he's got skilled wards on the map.
Yeah,
It's
you
really,
just,
really,
you just
really
don't
nice.
have the hotkey for it. But it's fine, you can just activate them by clicking on them, obviously.
Oh, you wouldn't even really change them from just being. It's just vision.
Yeah.
Ridiculous vision. Like if he puts them in really obscure places for the rest of that game, you can blow them obviously if you need to. But
He did manage to get quite a few off as well. He got quite a few around mid lane.
got really weird ones. There's a nice one at top lane. There's one in the woods by Diane mid. The one on the mid. Then he's got this one next to Ro16 in the tree.
Yeah, it's very random, that one. But that's good vision for when they come up to try and dive around the tail, which is now gone, unfortunately. But yeah, so some dewarding came out there from DENCH, and it's followed up by Dreadnought's own dewarding on eNigma. But it looks like we're getting ready for that time of the match where they fight this very, very fat, chubby Greevil in the middle of the map. In fact, they are going to start on it now. The pings are going frantically out by Dreadnought.
I don't think they can kill it quick enough for.
Right, need to get
eNigma to
low
react.
fast so Viper can get down. Never
He'll go
tops
down
it
quicker
doing
than
that.
myself out.
In fact, this rush is now starting to melt. The moment a Had starts doing the damage. Oh, there's the black hole. Had's doing the clever thing of running there, but he does actually get stunned by Sven. There's a nice Sonic Wave as well coming out. There goes some Rana ults, and there's a lot of things happening. Had's having to run away from the Sven, who's got BKB as well as God Strength popped. Nice ice wall coming out from Dreadnought, and the focus is going out on Had's right now. eNigma is getting very low, Stephen is. And there will be
Massive misplay.
Had's. That is a huge misplay. Question is, can eNigma team clean up now? No, it looks like they're going to try and run away. Sado chasing with the Iron Shell, but sorry, not the Iron Shell, a Vacuum. All that else. Rubik unfortunately managed to steal dual breath in that fight. It's not as big as they wanted it to be, but it ended up being a 2-for-2 exchange.
Rubik and Black Hole, was he in there? He wasn't in there, he should have stolen. Yeah.
Black Hole only managed to get 2 off. I think he got Ice Pathed immediately after.
He could have countered that. If he'd have grabbed Black Hole, they've got the Darkseid, and he could have cast it because and he challenged it. He had 2 seconds to channel. 2 seconds you can steal it, and he hasn't got BKB. Still a little bit way off his BKB on eNigma.
TA's managed to get a trap inside the Roshan pit, so they're going to be keeping an eye on this.
The trap was there before. They've seen him from a mile away.
Oh yeah, of course it was. But they're going in again. They want to finish this off. And once again, the ping's going out from Dreadnought, but everyone on eNigma is in base right now. They're all hitting up, and the reaction is so slow for them now. Sadoya actually manages to get arrowed. He's taking a lot of damage from this massive fat Greveling, but he should be fine. Hexia again. Queen of Pain doesn't have that Cypher Voice finish yet, but she's going to be close. And it should be a nice Aegis for Hads. Free pick up
You
for them.
see, in that fight that just happened, Hads is going for an AC, which is cool. If he'd have got himself a drum earlier, he would have survived that fight.
Yeah,
Because
that's
one
gonna
of the
work.
big problems with Viper is he's got no mobility. I mean, he has a Yasha and he has treads, but he's still 374 movement speed. And most heroes with Yasha and treads are running around at 400.
I'm guessing right now, this is going to be a Reaver purchased by Sven. 3,300 gold?
Yeah.
There it is. No shock at all. So he's going to be incredibly hard to kill in these fights now. 2,300 HP on him. We'll be getting our harder to harass. Maybe later on in the game. I'm interested to see what he does with his Hyperstone. But now as far as the farm goes, like, he's going to be easily able to get the farm up to get whatever he needs now. So DENCH needs to make something happen. Viper's probably at one of his strongest places right now. He can obviously get stronger, but
Trouble brewing at
he's
Radiant's
tanky,
bottom
and he
tower.
really easily kills people. But if we look at the goal graph now, again, it hasn't changed that much from that last fight. Especially with the Roshan pickup, and the XP took a bit of a spike, but it's just like after the first fight where the pause happened, the golden XP is pretty much in the same place right now. No real advantage going to either team. Slight on Enigmas, but DENCH are ahead on kills, and they have the Aegis available on Viper. So rather than using this to farm, they should probably try and take the fight to the enemy teams. Enemy team, even. And there's not a lot of pushing going on. It's a bit of a stalemate battle in mid lane at the moment. On top as well as Dreadnought, just sitting at that tier 2 tower, not really doing much. While Pain's farming up the Ancients. And he has that BKB finish as well. This is going to be a hasty double damage quap coming out now. I mean, well, Sven's just getting some more farm at the bottom. What's flying out for Enigma right now? Manages to get a BKB finish, so this should be a huge fight for Steven on his Enigma. On his Enigma, playing for Enigma. Doesn't have a blink dagger, but he doesn't need it. As long as the setup's right, if they can get an arrow, if they can get an ice path, if they can get good enough slow from silent traps, Enigma should be able to just walk in BKB and black hole. And providing that DENCH are all grouped up, then there won't be a lot they can do about it. But right now, there's a smoke anchor. We have 4 heroes smoked up near Hads. Looks like they want to try and bait something out now. Hads is going to continue farming, but the other support players as well as the Quap, they're going to go looking. Quap has a Hex, so if they manage to find somebody solo, it should be a nice easy kill. But unfortunately right now Enigma, Dreadknights. He's only going to place a ward, but he's staying pretty close to his team. DENCH is still hunting. The smoke wears off. But at the moment they're relatively safe. As long as they don't walk past this location, then there's going to be no vision of them. The same with here as well. And there's the follow-up smoke gank is coming out now. They're not going to walk past any
Radiant's
sentry
bottom
wards.
towers seen better days.
So they're absolutely fine to go this path. And they're looking to come from behind. And this is going to be a huge fight for Enigma.
Radiant's
Jeffro is
bottom
nearby. The
fortified
smoke's going to get
structures.
revealed soon.
Radiant's
But it doesn't
bottom
matter
tower
because
in
the
a pretty
pickup's going to
state
go.
right now.
There's the dust coming out. Jeffro. Oh. They baited everything out. That's a nice vacuum in. And DENCH should fall. That's a huge black hole for Steven coming out. Manages to kill Dogs here as well as Shadow Shaman very quickly. And Viper's having to run. The BKBs on TA as well as Enigma. They're managing to find Hads now. Hads in a lot of trouble. The Sheepstick coming out onto Pain. And there's a stun following up onto Jeffro as well by Sven. Warcry popped as well as a drum charge. Arrow's going to miss as well. But they are going to be able to pick off Farah there. And now Hads is trying to run. That Never Toxin though, it's crippling Pain. Pain is just unable to move with Shadow Strike as well as that corrosive armor. Corrosive skin, sorry, coming out on Viper. But again, that was a great fight for Team Enigma. Managed to pick up 3 kills and nearly a 4th one as well on Hads. And this should be a tier 2 tail for them to pick up soon. And Pain's going to give himself a regen. Well, he's going to give his Sven. Going to give Sven a regen. Pain has obviously sold that bottle. But yeah, huge fight and the golden XP. They shoot up 5,000 to 2.5. And Enigma now have the advantage. That was a big fight for them to lose. Had still has the Aegis Immortal, and he's very nearly got the AC. He's about 250 gold away. And once he has that, there's not a lot Sven's going to be able to do. But at the moment, he's just going to smack away at the tower. We have the Hex coming out from Shadow Shaman. Fortify as well coming out. A side trap pops. That's a Viper ult if he gets disjointed by the Marana Leap. Well timed too. Queen of Pain was looking to chase a little bit, but no. Not going to continue, and they're going to be able to not quite deny the tower yet. It's very close to being near range. But the defense is successful. They only spent the fortify as well. Didn't lose any heroes. And Tab still has pretty much no farm. If you have a quick look at the items now, we do have that AC very done for Hadz's Viper. Obviously got that Cypher Vice as well as the mechanism here. It looks like Sado is going to be going for the Pipe of Insight as well. And Rubik has drums. So there's a nice few items coming out for DENCH now. But BKB's up on 3 heroes on Team eNigma. But Sven is getting bigger and bigger, and it's starting to be quite frightening how big this Sven's getting. TA's not got a lot of gold now, but Sven's sitting on 2100. Having that Hyperstone and Reaver. He can very nearly buy his heart outright. Eggman just kills off the trees there. And it looks like the counter push is coming for the tier 2 tower. Steven, he's got no black hole for 50 seconds, and there's the time for them to go. Farah's going to get stunned there by Sven. The wards are going to drop, and Sado gets stunned. And that's going to be the death. Fan gets an easy pickup. And Sven's going to keep chasing. Gets a double kill, manages to kill Farah. Now eNigma just right clicking Hads down. Nice trap getting set off by Templar Assassin now. Nice pick up for Antab as well. And this is going to be a big win for Team eNigma. They're going to lose eNigma. We're going to manage to kill 3 heroes and get the Aegis. Only Quap to get away. And it looks like Hads might go down once again. Hads is high up in the air. Yep. Effectively they killed 5 and only lost eNigma. In fact, they lose Antab as well. So yeah, another big fight coming out for Team eNigma. No black hole in that as well. So now they are really strong in this game. Black hole will be available for the next fight, and they're so far ahead after that fight. About 7,500 gold and just over 5,000 experience now going the way of Team eNigma. Now there's going to be frantic messages coming out for DENCH now. How are they going to survive the next onslaught? Especially with black hole there. Look at the net worth. Sven's just so big at this point.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower.
It's a terror pick up for TA. Does that solo as well. Quite risky with Sadar as well as Farah there, but manages to get the terror kill. No deny available. And that's more map control given out for eNigma.
Sorry about that.
No worries, my friend.
Update all the bracket. Fortunately, this seems to be the longer of the game going on. It's a good game to cast. Starts off there, isn't it?
Yep, that's why I picked it. Sven now has his Heart of Taras complete as well. And Steven, he's close to his Blink Dagger, but I really don't think he's going to bother going for one at this point. I don't think they need the surprise initiation from eNigma. It's already there. And did you see the last fight, by the way, Will?
I did indeed, caught glimmers of it, and as I said before, the problem is that they've got nothing to stop this BKB black hole. And
There was no black hole in that fight.
I missed it then, that's a lie. The one at bottom, in the woods, where they were in ambush mode.
Oh, right, yeah. They then pushed the tier 2 tower, DENCH did, and they got destroyed with their black hole. They managed to kill, what's his name, Hads twice, because of the Aegis, and the only person to survive was Quap.
Yeah, I saw that.
Only eNigma and Mirana went down for 5 heroes, effectively. Big, big fight for eNigma. Now, okay, very far ahead now in XP and gold. 7.5k on both of those.
Bottom tower seen better days.
Oh, he's got still the same issue. And Viper's, as for a hero that requires the orb walk, it's basically orb walk for the hero. He hasn't got the movement speed.
It's not that easy on him. 391 movement speed's not a lot. But the smoke gang's coming up now. Pain's going to initiate. And the counter smoke coming out from Farah, obviously getting revealed straight away. And it looks like Jeffro's sleeping there, but there's a huge black hole coming out from Steven. And that's going to be an easy kill on the Queen of Pain, who has to buy back immediately. Wards are dropping as well by the Shadow Shaman. The Hads is having to run. He's got 5 heroes chasing him. Sorry, 4 heroes chasing him. It was just Pain left. He manages to kill both Farah as well as Belkay. And there goes Hads. And it should be a tier 3 tower, maybe even a Rax right now. Doxy Wall was used, and that was a huge black hole from Steven. And I think now is the case of Fang is just too big. He's got 2,500 gold available to spend as well. So we could start getting up towards that Assault Cuirass pretty soon. I was going to fly, but it's obviously going to hit nobody. There's no one nearby. That's really fast wave clear. I think we've got someone flying in there. He's got a Blink Dagger, so he did go for one. There's not really much point at this point, but Steven's just going to be able to blink a Malefice now. But
they want the perfect fight. If he gets a blink and they get the perfect. I mean, the fights are going ridiculously well. If you can do even better than that.
There's the Warcry, Vacuum, Malefice as well as Ice Path. Sonic Wave goes off to try and start the push as well, but absolutely no damage coming out from that Sonic Wave. Only level 15 on the Queen of Pain. That's 2 minutes without Sonic Wave. And it seems that he's doing pretty much no damage. And wow, it's triple TP up to top lane for defense. I want that XP and farm coming out on
Radiant's
the
bottom
support
tower
heroes.
ain't a pretty sight right
That's
now.
why support heroes. There's one support hero there. But now it looks like DENCH are trying some desperation tactics now. They're going to play some wards. It looks like they might try and do a
Radiant's
smoke
top
gank,
tower's
perhaps.
hurting.
There's some dust up on Farah right now. But no smoke. eNigma going to keep getting himself some farm. It's quite easy for him to push on the tier 3, but they might just wait for Steven's black hole to come back up. He has a blink dagger now. He's only going to be just over a minute. Roshanna's respawned as well, so if we can get an Aegis on Hads, he does have his assault cuirass complete. He might be able to get enough damage off. This Roshan does no attack speed on him. Poison attack just like absolutely kills him. Yeah, this rush is beautiful. Arrow's gonna fly. It's gonna hit him
Every time
straight
they
in the
come
face.
he's hitting arrow every time.
Two easy kills for
15
them.
in a row.
Absolutely melted the Darkseer in the Rubik there. Sven's just doing too much damage now. We're gonna see a buyback from Darkseer, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. This should be an Aegis for Sven. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna be able to defend this. There's no gonna try and bother. Arrow flying out just for vision this time. See nobody's there. They might just try and storm mid lane with that Aegis. We did see a buyback from Darkseer though, and he does have the wall available. So the question is, what are they gonna do now? Storm mid lane.
Slippery slope.
Yep, AC complete on Sven now.
If they do the no tide hunter and he just pushes up and just hits the building with the Aegis, they've got a choice. They can go on him and then get cleared when he respawns, or let him kill your rat.
And they do have God Strength as well as Black Hole available for this. There's the God Strength popped. Nice vacuum. Doesn't go into the wall though.
Wall before that, wall before that.
And that should be GG right now. Hads is going to get picked off. Sven doing too much damage. Manages to get cheated by Jeffro. But they just don't have the damage to bring him down now. Sven has the heart and he's too big. Sonic Wave coming out doing absolutely nothing with it. That's the Dice Duke coming out from Jeffro, but they should be just be pushing the racks now. Black Hole is going to come out. One man Black Hole on Farah. Poor guy. He's not going to be able to steal it either because of the Malefice. And that is pretty much a complete team wipe. They can't quite kill Jeffro, but that's mid-rack's gone. And the rotation straight to bottom. Fank can easy tank it up with his heart to Rask. And it should be the second set of racks as well. Arrows flying out towards Jeffro. It very nearly hits as well. And here comes Doki. He's only got the Serpent Wards to defend, and there's not much hope for those Serpent Wards with his fence smashing through them. So it doesn't even drop them. Can't go for this, the third set of racks yet because they still have a tier 2 toad to push in top. But it looks like they're just going to rotate and try and take that and probably get the mega creeps as soon as possible. They have no cooldowns left and they pretty much assume the game's over. Don't think there's a lot DENCH can do to come back from this one now. Now goes the tier 2.
Lost the top tower.
And it's time for eNigma to TP out and prepare themselves for the final fight. 4 staff on Dreadnought. That's a very rich Jakiro I'm seeing right there. And we have a Deso for Queen of Pain as well as the BKB. Probably going to go for the Manta style as well. And Mirana manages to get a Manta style complete. Sven, he's got 3,000 gold on top of his current items. He's so rich, as is Steven.
Build another heart.
May as well at this point. They don't have enough damage to bring him down anyway. There's not a lot
Become
of
Doctor
Viper
Who.
can do. I mean, Viper's got a gem, but don't really see how that's going to help their cause right now. Just for the meld.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
Well, actually, now for the Mirana ulti, of course. Ended up thinking that.
Although he's using it very cleverly, he's dropping it middle fight or just before the beginning of the fight. 3.5 seconds if a guy's 15 seconds or 1.5 second fade time. It just means that anyone gets focused at all, like Jakiro, he can just reposition and go invis. Unless they bring a rev with them. It could be the difference between surviving and not surviving, or winning the fight and not winning the fight.
Yeah,
Very on edge.
It's a very useful ultimate now, especially with the mana cost going down. Only 120 second cooldown on that for a 15 second invisibility for all the team, but now it's time for the final measures I think from DENCH here. The smoked up.